Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is James, aka Rainbow Tater Tot. I would like to welcome you to our session 0 of Princes of the Apocalypse. We had a lot of fun here figuring out our characters, but one thing I didn't figure out until after the recording is that the sound is not optimal, and that's my fault. There are some areas in particular where my voice is quiet, and I do apologize for that, but hopefully you can still find the session enjoyable. Once more, thank you very much for stopping by and having a listen to our D&D session. This whole area is just like green, lush hills with some mountainous regions. You guys live in Red Larch, along the long road that goes from the north to Waterdeep in the south, I think. But you're basically just on the highway, with all these like highlight towns that people pass through as they go to bigger cities. In this valley, in these hills, there's some shady stuff going on. You can kind of imagine wanderers coming in, maybe not necessarily through the towns, maybe they avoid the towns and they just kind of sprinkle in one or two, three, four, into the Somber Hills area, watching over their shoulders. Maybe a group of winged riders looking over the valley from a tall tower. Another group of mercenaries sinking into caves, carrying things off. A large brigand type sails his keelboat down the river, kind of like hiding away his things. Things aren't really as they seem here. Pan out from that, and maybe a chicken crows, rooster crows, and Ephraim is waking up.
Another beautiful day in this beautiful town we call Red Larch. Oh, what a great morning. The sun is shining, the goats are goating. I jump out of bed, I look in the mirror, and then there's it goes to white, and then it flashes in, and I'm in my schoolboy uniform. Do we have uniforms for school? Probably not. But I'm wearing a schoolboy uniform anyway. I don't know. Was there a reason for me to grab my weapons if I'm going to school? Probably not.
No.
No,
I
I thought we
grab
were
my
saying.
bag and I say, "Okay, Pa, Ma, I'm off for the day. Time for another beautiful day of school."
And they're like, okay,
Toasty
here's
Mom?
your dinner, not your dinner, your lunch, your lunch bag.
You know how much I love dinner for breakfast, Ma.
You're such a young growing boy. I packed you 2 dinners.
Wow, you're the best. Oh,
Share with your young friend, the other schoolboy who doesn't have enough food to eat.
oh, Plaid.
No, no, his parents are doing well. They just sold
Oh
into their
well,
house.
I think Emperor is older than me actually. I think we
Wait,
said he was the oldest.
yeah,
Didn't you say that?
Okay,
Yeah,
but
you said you. Oh, sorry.
to her, he's just another schoolboy. I
Oh,
assume,
okay.
unless
I'll
he's
share
like
it
a teen.
with my two bestest friends in the whole world, and then it cuts away to each of them for their intro scene.
We'll cut to Ember.
Okay.
What does his
All
morning
right.
look like?
Ember wakes up outside in his tent, his getaway tent. He does it to practice survivalism, but it's right outside of his parents' house. And he opens the window and body rolls in stealthily, or attempting to be stealthy. And his parents are just in there, and he's like,
Would they be in there, or would they be at work?
"Oh, you know what? Yeah, they would be at
Does
work
does
right
Ember
now."
crawl into like an empty house?
Yeah, because they're doing smith work. Yeah, they'd be working first thing in the morning, and he'd be like, "Looks like another successful stealth mission." And I go looking around for food for breakfast.
Okay. So there's probably a packed lunch waiting for you.
I take it, but I fill up another paper bag and switch places with it, so that it looks like I didn't take for lunch. Also, what's in that bag is rocks and coals. So it's not very. Or wait, they wouldn't have coals just laying around in their house. It's just others. It's like bread. He just put bread in the bag and switched places with it, and then Ember will roll out the window again, and he does not have a school uniform because he's the school uniform must have he thinks it must have come from Ephraim's old school he went to. Oh wait, you moved when you were a kid. That wouldn't work.
You can
Still
still think
wearing.
that way.
I'll think that.
Well,
like
you
he just
know
gets
that
it
your
shipped
school doesn't
in.
require a uniform.
Yeah, I think he just gets it shipped in from his other school in Waterdeep. But I'm just wearing whatever it is. Oh, I can't change the size of my token. I'm wearing like whatever my character's outfit generally is, minus like any armor pieces to it. And then I begin making my way to school. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like the cloak I also wouldn't be wearing. So it looks like there's a poofy white shirt and some normal brown pants
Okay.
and some like ordinary boots.
All right. And then you scamper out the door, leave it swinging.
Scamper out the window.
Okay, out the window.
Leave it
like a
swinging.
raccoon. And you pan away from this note on the table that's like, I swear to God, if you touch the bread again.
Oh no. I thought my family loved me.
More like, stop leaving it on the table. You're attracting rats, and rats crawl out.
Those are my animal servants.
Your
I can't speak with
familiars.
my familiars. But yeah, I completely missed that note, and I grab my lunch and I head on to school.
You zoom down the road and pass by the house on the hill that has a fence. And I guess we like go through the window and see Peach starting her routine.
My routine starts with my butler opening my sheer gauzy curtains and letting the gentle sunshine fall into my face. And that's what awakens me to this glorious morning. And I blink my eyes open, and my butler, whose name is Mr. Ivy, wakes me up with tea and biscuits in bed.
Lady Peach, your tea and biscuits.
In bed.
In bed. Shall I read you the news?
Oh, yes, please, Mr. Ivy. I do so love to hear the Sunday comic.
He just goes around keeping Sunday's newspaper from every town nearby.
He just says like Mondays, am I right? And he's just reading like a Garfield comic to you, but just the words. He doesn't describe what's happening at all.
But I giggle and laugh and clap, and then I get up.
Okay, give me a perception check. You notice a headline that says "Hidden Cult Exposed: Elder
Oh.
Townsfolk Operating in Darkness."
Oh, darkness. Well, Peach isn't fond of darkness. Her eyes narrow as they catch upon the title.
And
And she
then
tucks it away into the back of her mind, but, compartmentalizes it and returns to her happy, oblivious self.
That's not healthy.
Please read me the peanuts again.
I'm gonna find a random Peanuts comic.
So Peach will go about her day. She's wearing a cute light pink nightgown. Her bare feet touch the floor. So I sit in my vanity, and Mr. Ivy comes up behind me to start doing my hair.
He reads one of the Peanuts comics and it's just, now look here, just because you're my older sister doesn't mean that. Yes, it does. That's it. That's what reading a fucking Peanuts comic is like. There's no context.
it makes her feel refined. Leave her alone.
I love the Sunday funnies. Then I'll go down and have breakfast with my family. My mother will be humming at the table, drinking her tea, and my father will be sitting sternly at the head of the table, reading the paper himself because he doesn't need the butler to do it. And all of the conversation is very polite and cheerful. And then my parents will send me away.
Oh, why don't we like?
I feel like we
I
were,
thought
we were
that
waiting
kind
at the end of her path and we like meet her.
Oh yeah, the servant will walk me there, and then I'll meet with my friends, and then the servant's probably Mr. Ivy,
Mhm.
and then I'll wave him off and be like, "Well, good day, Mr. Ivy," and then I will walk with my friends.
Good day, lady and company.
Bye.
Bye.
It's good to see you again.
You as well, sir.
I'm just gonna look at the others and be like, guys, I slept outdoors last night for the whole night.
Wow, did you get to see the stars all night?
Yeah, I saw like all the stars. Like literally, I gave up counting them because there's like so many of them, but I counted at least like 100.
Oh, really? I usually get pretty confused once I get around 20. That's so many stars.
Yeah, what can I say? I do that like nose flick thing that anime characters do. I'm pretty chuffed right now. I'm like, yeah.
Well,
what can
then Peach will pop into the conversation. She'll like put her hands behind her back and lean forward as she walks to like butt into the conversation. She's all like, "I love counting the stars. Whenever I'm meditating, I find myself in a field of celestial bodies, and it's absolutely enchanting."
You know what? I'm glad that you're able to find peace, when you close your eyes and you see something like that. Usually when I close my eyes, it's just darkness.
Well, usually when I close my eyes, I'm like, like fighting and doing cool things. Like I'm, kind of just cool. I'm just a badass.
Okay. At some point during your trek, you notice Lemon Lime.
Oh, Peach's serene expression immediately turns sour. Pun
Oh,
intended.
good morning, Lemon Lion. How are you on this beautiful day?
Okay. The green-haired girl is, I guess, kicking Plaid over, who's carrying like 2 or 3 bags. Like, hurry up! If we don't make it to school on time, I'm not gonna make it into any of the good, the good groups, the good factions.
Ew,
And then she
what is
turns to see you.
that?
Says, "Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you."
Mm.
Wait, what?
Ew.
The two
She like
different-
looks at each of us one by one. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, basically.
I'm immediately like, "Ugh, what is Plaid doing hanging out with her? Carrying her things?
Oh,
Plaid
good morning,
looks
Lemon
disheveled.
Lime. Good morning, Plaid. I didn't know you guys came to school together.
Oh, good morning. Stop talking to them. Just today, because I'm bringing all this stuff to impress the factions today, you know.
Oh, here. How about I grab one of those for you, and I'll grab one of her bags and help him. Both of them.
Do just a charisma roll. She gets just slightly red-faced. She doesn't make any remarks or anything about it, but she notices.
Carry the bag with me.
I'm
I'll
going.
smile at Plaid, and I'll smile at Lemon Lime.
All right, well, I guess we're going to school together.
I can carry more of them. Like, don't.
I don't
like,
have any
Ephraim-
more bags. Can't you
Ephraim, let me
see?
Ephraim, I want to carry the bags.
What? No,
I wanna-
I already have the bag.
But I mean, like, come on, man. I want to carry them.
I don't need you to carry my bags.
It's okay. You have your bag looks big enough for you as it is. I got this one.
I look at my bag and I smolder. Oh wait, no, I simmer. I do something that's akin to
You look at your bag and smolder.
Butter.
sputter. Oh god.
Yeah, simmer's better.
Peach has a scowl on her face.
Hey Peach, what's wrong? Do you need to go to the bathroom?
Ladies don't go to the bathroom. Ember.
Oh wow. Damn. I guess
I've
I'll
been
keep.
training really hard to be able to get that kind of skill.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Like I have to have my AMBMs.
And
Don't
with
say
that, we walk to school in silence.
Ember.
Last thing we say. And we all just walk awkwardly, except for Ephraim, probably.
Oh, I'm happy and cheery and chippy. Chippy? Yeah, whatever, chippy.
Start of the day is pretty boring. You still have to go to classes, but at some point they're letting kids go group by group over the day into the job fair. So yeah, you guys are eventually released. But you see tables set up with banners, heralds of 5 factions and some smaller ones, as well as like the general Faerun military and the bank.
Oh wow.
Mrs. Sanders is there like she is every week.
Mrs. Sanders, ew.
Wait, is she our teacher? She's the banker.
She's the bank lady.
Okay.
Mrs. Sanders denied my family a loan.
You do notice that the Lord's Alliance is kind of separated onto like a stage that's where like the steps are kind of guarded, I guess.
Are they giving like a speech or something, or like?
No, it just seems to be they're a little separate and not like
Okay, I
something you
guess
can
I'll
walk up
just-
to.
I'll be like, so, what, do you guys have any interest in any of the factions today? Or are you just gonna kind of, walk around aimlessly?
I was just gonna walk around aimlessly. This is a waste of
I s-
time.
I see that for you, Perrin. Why don't you go hang out with your mom? She's a nice lady.
Oh, I see her at home though.
That's true.
Well, go see her some more because we don't want to see you.
Fine.
Wow, that was really out of pocket, Ember. I think
I'm
you should
sorry.
apologize to Perrin for that.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
not-
you can
I'm not-
hang
Ah,
out
they're
with us,
bullying me
Perrin.
again. Don't give his family any loans.
Damn. Listen, he got to hang out with Lemon Lime. He deserves some bullying.
As much as I hate lemon lime, Ember, you shouldn't be mean to other people unless it's lemon lime.
I would never be mean to Lemon Lime. She's like just so removed.
Let's
Uh,
circle back around to my first question. We can sit together, but if you have interest in a booth, you could go to the booth and see. I have a feeling we're not vibing with the same groups, but I don't know.
And I mean, like, I don't really know what group I really fall into anyways. So
Aren't you're into like outdoor stuff, right?
yeah, I mean,
Isn't that one over there all about that? And I point to the green one,
Yep. You point to the Emerald Enclave.
Emerald Enclave. Yeah.
they're
The big deer on their banner, and there's a bunch of elves there.
and a guy in like a deer mascot suit that's like, don't start forest fires.
They've got like potted plants around it. They're kind of making them grow and sprout in front of some other group of children.
They don't do like the cool things you do in the wild, like hunt and like. I mean, like, yeah, you guys can take the lead here, and I'll just take a look and see what
Okay. Well, so,
catches
like,
my eye.
the core values that would speak to Ephraim is justice, loyalty, and anything gold and shiny. What looks the most gold and shiny? Is it
The
the Lord's
bank.
Alliance?
The Lord's Alliance.
oh, they're like the army.
Yeah.
No, there's a military militia group, the Red Larch Militia over there. That's like the Ginyu force of recruitment.
Oh no.
But not
Well,
quite
I'll-
like the army, but they're the next thing.
I'll start to approach the Lord's Alliance.
At the base of the stairs, you're kind of met with grunts. He says, "Hail, what's your name?"
Hail and well met, friend. My name is Ephraim Summers. It's nice to meet you. And I put my I put my hand down for a handshake.
Well, he shakes it, readily, and then he checks a list, piece of paper he has. Ephraim, what was that last part again?
The Summers, like the season.
Like the season.
Yeah.
It says here you're quite the star student.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're more than
I'm
welcome.
number 1 out of 5 students, so I'm doing pretty well. Is it just the 5 of us? Are there more students?
I
here?
mean, yeah, there are more students here, definitely.
I was playing him as kind of dumb, but I guess he can be smart.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it says here. You can still be dumb and have good grades.
That's true. Peach helps me study a lot.
You're really
And
good at your
Lemon Lime.
politics.
I am. And anything involving like handiwork stuff, not handiwork, like working with your hands,
Like shop.
like arts and crafts, but also shop.
That's all on here.
And he loves learning about I mean, we don't have a geology class, but anything involving rocks and gems, loves that.
That sounds great.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, you're welcome. Go on up. Have
I
a
walk
talk
up.
with the Ilverk.
Okay. Hi, Nil.
Okay, and you're met with a seated armored man. He's kind of like half dark skinned, with a big black,
Which half?
Specifically the left
half.
half.
but he's got the thick beard. And he doesn't look too old, but he does look a little beaten. Battles.
So the half darkest bruises. Okay, from battle.
It's good to meet you, Ephraim.
It's nice to meet you too, Sir
Nilver.
Sir Nil.
Yep, I've been reviewing your file on along with some others. You see, he's got like a small group of folders labeled with some students to recognize.
Oh wait, can we cut back to like 5 minutes ago? Hey, do you want me to put a good word in for you, Ember?
No, these guys aren't my style.
Okay, we're back. I do not pay attention to the other names, and I say, oh, I didn't realize you were like researching us. Am I doing okay? Am I
Yeah.
up to snuff?
No, to relax. Everything looks outstanding here. The Lord's Alliance, we're kind of an esteemed group. We only accept recruits of your age if they are showing some exemplary talents.
Oh wow, I am really talented with goats.
Yep, I see that here.
We specifically have a course just about goat racing.
My mom teaches it.
Says here you ended a whole goat blight
Oh,
without
that
killing
was-
the host.
Oh, I
That
was about to
was-
say.
Quite the year. Yeah, a lot of tenacity in that one. He really wanted to start that blight, but yeah,
Damn.
you just gotta get it at the root, cut it out, and Do what you gotta do.
Without killing the goat, but the goat has like no legs anymore.
We made him a little goat wheelchair.
There's a goat. Yeah, the goat wheelchair. I was gonna say he's rolling around in the back shop, and all the other goats are afraid of him.
Good old Gerard. Yeah, we love that.
Uh,
Anyways, I have this offer letter for you if you're interested. If you have any questions, let me know. But tell you a little bit about Lord's Alliance is a group of well-to-do people, fighters, sorcerers. We have all kinds of talent. But
I'm one of
we
those. Okay.
go from place to place, or we get stationed by our leaders. Basically, do the army's job.
I look over at the
The militia, the
army
Ginyu
over there.
force.
Yeah, like, oh.
They're looking at
Okay.
Neil like.
they're
I see
posing.
the same sparks I saw between Peach and them in line. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what this is about.
Yeah,
Ephraim,
you know, if there's anything that they can't handle, we quickly receive word and we are out to deal with it.
What can't they handle?
Ephraim takes this very seriously, and he thinks this is a very like esteemed offer, and he like bows, and he's like, "Thank you so much for even considering me, humble me to accept a position like this. My family would be so proud. Thank you."
I'm sure they would.
And I
but,
like grab his hand and like shake it.
He'll shake it. He'll give you the tight grip. This,
And
but know
oh.
this: you've earned this.
I can't believe you would say that. You, sir, you have really. Wow, this is what being a man is like. I have no idea how to go with this. I'm so sorry. But
All right,
yeah,
pull yourself together. And he turns you
just-
around and let's get out of here. I'm not one for waterworks.
I start to walk away, then I turn around and I give him a hug and I say, "I'll never forget you, Sir Neil." And then I start to walk away.
Are we all supposed
He
to?
gives
like,
you the
hug
pat
them
on the back
after?
kind of hug.
Oh, well, I still am very excited and overwhelmed that I was accepted, and I start to walk back to my friends, and I say, "Guys, I did it!"
Yeah, we could see. Man, can't believe that they were like praising you all like that. Actually,
Hey.
I don't know. No, but sorry, I'm trying.
No, we'll go with that. You know what? It's okay, Ember. One day someone will be able to praise you just like I was praised. You have lots of redeeming qualities. Like, yes.
Like, yes.
You have
nod.
many. And then I'll look to, I guess, well, you said, I don't know, you don't seem very interested. So I'll look to Peach and I'll say, what about you, Peach? What are you thinking about joining?
To join a group that's about peace and prosperity. And I want to help the needy and the poor.
Yeah, a high elf kind of walks over to the group and says, "Did I hear that you wanted to help the needy and the poor, help things prosper?"
Oh, I would. It is a part of my noblesse oblige, after all. And then Peach will do a curtsy.
And she says, "Well met, and the Emerald Enclave could use noble virtues."
Peach's eyes will sparkle like little stars. She'll go, "Really? Oh, I'd love to hear more."
Well, the wilderness is untamed sometimes.
Oh,
Even-
so would it be a grand adventure? I've always wanted to go on one of those. As much as I love Red Larch, this town does get rather, how do you say?
Boring.
I wouldn't say that, Ember. I would just
Joker.
say that it's repetitive, but it's not necessarily bad. And I do enjoy the peace here, and I'd like to spread it elsewhere.
Yes, that is exactly what we do. When wilderness is threatened, we will protect it. Where wilderness threatens the people, protect them. It's adventure you're looking for. We definitely have our roaming days.
Oh, damn, now they actually do sound kind of cool.
Hold the peace between people and the wild. Also
Ooh,
to see
the
both
wild.
thrive.
Oh, it would be good for people to thrive. Do you have a brochure?
Yes, of course. And she runs back to the table.
Do you have any of those cute little lanyards that say Emerald Enclave on them that I can put my house keys on?
We're out of the lanyards, but I do have this fully one. The little rope on the zip line.
Peach will shrug and take it anyway.
This is my holy icon now.
Wow, my holy symbol.
So, do you guys like ever go on like cool like I don't know, like Lone Ranger style adventures out into the wilderness and like are really cool and rugged and manly?
Certainly, I would say we have many fierce warriors who tame that wilderness I spoke of.
Ooh, okay. I'm a maybe. I'm a maybe with this one. That does sound pretty cool and kind of like what I'd kind
Ember, I think this is a great fit for you, and you already have a friend in the group.
of. Yeah. But
Okay, That's very respectable, but just know that life doesn't wait for maybes.
Oh, damn.
My name is
Jeez.
Phalith. Let me know if you need anything else.
Now Ember's like fucking intimidated because it's like, oh god, I have to come up with an answer quickly.
Yeah.
Peach will come up with an answer quickly because she's kind of impulsive, even though her father tells her not to be. And she'll thrust out her hand and she'll say, "I'll join."
Oh, I like that fierceness. Come on, let's get you signed up. She'll
Okay, bye, Ember.
take you away to.
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay, and Ember, you'll hear a voice kind of like call to you. He says, "Hey, kid,
Huh? Yeah. Who is this? Who are you?
this is a not well dressed, but dressed enough, and he's wearing like a blue cloak, hood down. It just seems to be like this middle-aged guy who's well combed. Give me an insight check, actually.
I think I know a lot about this guy just by the cut of his jib.
Frame, do you want to give me an insight, or do you not care?
Oh, this guy seems sketchy.
I mean, it's up to your insight.
Ephraim is really good at reading people. Like he
Okay.
judges people based on their actions and not their words. So is this guy giving off weird vibes?
Yeah, he looks well enough, like he's dressed up for the event. He follows accordance with everything else you see. But him and his group of like dapper men, the way they carry themselves is kind of like lax. Like they couldn't care to be here almost, even though they look like they belong.
Okay.
But this guy is calling out to Ember.
And Ember
He says, "Hey,
thinks,
why don't you come hear about our group?"
yeah, Ember thinks he's a good read of character, so he's gonna come over and be like, well, looks like you have a good eye for talent.
That I do, and I overheard you talking to the elf lady over there, and it seems like you really like to do things more at your own speed.
Yeah, I love it.
Kind of like your what's the word? A loose cannon.
Yeah, that describes me perfectly.
A rogue soldier, follows your own code.
Yeah, my parents got mad at me because I've caused a lot of damage in the house because of it.
Me too. I may not look it, but I've had my reckless days.
Whoa, you have parents?
You have parents.
I write to them every other Sunday.
Oh,
Only every other Sunday. I don't know about these guys, Ember. What group are you with again?
And everyone, like, their eyes bright up to you. They're like, "We are the Zentarum." And they like pull down the banner. They've been waiting
for somebody to come
for
up.
anyone to come ask them who they are.
Whoa, that symbol looks pretty cool. I love it. What is that, like a snake?
Yeah,
Snakes are pretty fucking cool. They're like the
snake-eating
badasses of the
dudes,
woods. That's like the coolest thing, like a snake, and then they put wings. That's so fucking cool.
Yep.
That's definitely better than like a deer.
Yep, sure is. We might seem like a loose alliance sometimes, but we really we're kind of proactive heroes, acting on our own time, sometimes in the shadow.
Ooh, that sounds right up my alley. I do a lot of like survivability training. I sleep outside. Well, I slept outside for the first time like last night, but I
Oh.
did pretty good.
If you like sleeping outside, this is perfect for you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I like it.
Have
but
you ever had a mission?
Yes.
Can I make a perception check?
For what?
I want to see what group Lemon Lime is joining.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know what group Lemon Lime is. I could not miss the scent of as soon as lemon, I smell it. I'm like Lemon Lime. And immediately I pinpoint her location.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was gonna say it is very obvious where she is, because it's so easy to find her. She is screaming when she comes to mind.
She's screaming.
She's
Oh,
over
no.
at the Lord's Alliance, and
Oh.
the mercenary grunt is like holding her back.
Oh,
He's like, "Please stop!" And she's like, "What do you mean I can't join this group? I have to join a group. Any of these groups, nobody wants me to join their group."
Ember. Oh no, I think Lemon
God, I
Lime
hate it
is,
here.
is in trouble. You have to
Oh.
rush to her aid.
Wait, no, I've heard enough context clues. Hey guys, do you think you could like have her join your group? And I'm saying
No,
that's the dark.
no.
It seems like she's having a hard time joining
Wait, hold
anybody
on.
else.
Okay, do you see the group of guys behind him like giving the cut throat, like, oh, cut him off, and he's like, "Oh, geez, is that one of your friends?"
I mean, yeah, but you know, like kind of.
She's kind of unbridled, kid. I'd stay away from that one.
No, I mean,
You know, we like to do it at our own pace, but even we got limits.
Well, since,
She's a
since
little
Ember
unhinged.
didn't run over to lemon line, I will run over to lemon line.
yeah.
She's
And I'll-
she's teary faced, and the guy's just like holding her as she's
I'll say,
accepting her
lemon lime,
defeat.
what's wrong? What's happened?
And she like hugs you,
I hug her
and
back.
cries into your chest. Because nobody wants me in their faction.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true. You're
No,
very
it's true. None of them would sign me.
Peach is just
The
like,
Zendar wouldn't even tell me who they are. Everyone knows who they are.
except for me.
Did you try the bank? I heard they're hiring.
They canceled all my accounts because I had no money in the.
Oh, okay. Well, lemon lime. I'm just calling you lemon. That's okay if you don't join a faction. I mean, maybe you could start your own faction.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll find my own group. You want to join my group?
Well, I
Looks
was
up
already
at
offered.
you.
I was already offered a spot in the Lord's Alliance, and I don't think I'm allowed to double dip. But I fully,
she pushes
fully,
away from you and runs
No,
off crying.
I fully support your any decision you make, lemon lime.
I feel so bad for Lemon Lime now.
You'll all see.
I look back at the Zentarum guy. It's like, you gotta admit, there's something there, something that your group needs.
Don't you love unbridled desperation?
Okay. He looks at her leaving and he says, "Yeah, I think you're right. You just think it's cool how he speaks ominously."
I'll be like, oh, hell yeah, that means, okay, so it seems like in my head, I'm like, it seems like that they're actually considering, and oh wow, if she's in this group, that means we'll be in the group together, and that means we can go on like cool missions together, and she can see how cool I am, and I'm just like, sign me up. And I remember what the elf lady said, where it's like, don't hesitate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you see the 100 Thieves looking guy with the long mustache with the contract. He's got the pin in hand.
And I don't read it.
This
And
congratulations.
I was too distracted by everything with lemon lime that I could not try to stop him. So
This congratulations. You are now Zentarum.
Yay.
Also, let me give you, or I gave you my name. He introduced himself as Mr. Field.
So, what's my first mission, and when do I set out?
All right. Well,
Also, what are my weapons?
we'll need you to sign these forms, or get your parents to sign these forms, so that you're able to make it to the this year's summer camp.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can do that. Do I just like get them to sign it like right now, or do I do we just come back tomorrow?
As soon as possible, and you can
Do it
them
after
in, you can turn them in tomorrow or at the camp.
Got it. Thank you, Mr. Fielders. I won't disappoint you. You're about to see the best agent in the business. I want to rush over to the others and be like, guys, I joined like a cool group that for some reason they didn't like reveal their banner until I took an interest in them. But you're looking at a bona fide Zentarum member.
wow. Oh,
Yeah, Peach
very
is
different reaction.
Peach is back. You also got the same talk of like the Emerald Enclave is going to be at this year's summer camp. All the factions are coming together, show of good faith and interest in the community.
Just because I always peek at the paper every morning when Mr. Ivy reads me the phone.
You want to read the fine print? Well, their initial contract is like an offer of apprenticeship. You get an at-will servitude to the Emerald Enclave. You'll be under bailiff, and
Oh no! I'm fine with that. Like I'm fine with the Emerald Enclave. I'm inciting the Zentarum.
oh, those guys?
Yeah.
That's a shady group. Something about them is deceitful.
I'm just going to be like, Ember, I think you should be careful with them. I don't think they're the best, the most moral guys out there.
What do you mean? They got dude, look at that guy's mustache. That's like
Very sharp.
Is it like the curly, like villain mustache?
I think we look over and
It's
his mustache
sharp.
literally falls off, and then he puts another fake mustache on.
No, I mean, come on. They're fine. I think they're just misunderstood. I think their business practices just haven't really they just haven't had a fair shake of it. I don't really know what their business practices are, but
Are they business?
That doesn't. I mean, if you don't know their business practices, then that doesn't mean they're good,
well, I mean, you
right?
can say that about like the Emerald Enclave or like the Lord's Alliance. Like, how do you know they're good?
No, I think the Lord's Alliance is pretty good.
Yeah, and the Emerald
they're literally
Enclave
like
saves people
the
from the
most
wilderness.
virtuous
Yeah.
militia.
the yeah.
I mean, except for those guys.
The game.
Piran, who like weaseled his way back into the group, pointing out the Order of the Gauntlet, and these are like well-dressed paladins that are
Who
just
did
like
you-
flexing.
God, Pirate. Ew, Pirate. Who did you join?
Nobody. I didn't really go about, but he's got a smoothie in his hand.
Oh.
'Cause I've just been eating lunch, and I have a 10-year bond now.
What? 10-year bond?
Yeah, like a bank note.
Damn, I would have joined the bank if I'd known I would have gotten money out of it. Shit.
No, but you were shit talking. Now you're gonna be broke.
Damn it.
And in 10 years,
well,
I'll be
no,
rich.
Listen, I'm not gonna be broke. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be running missions with the Zentarum. We're gonna do like cool loose cannon things. Like I'm gonna be a spy. Like I'm gonna run around and like sabotage people.
I don't know. My mom
Well,
says
if you
those guys are
sabotage
crooks.
good people,
Well, I mean, we like objectively like let's just go have lunch, okay?
what if you sabotage? I don't know. What if you sabotage a sweet
Sabotage.
old lady?
I'll have to do some background investigating to find out if that old lady actually is a war criminal.
But Ember, I don't think you understand. I think if they give you a job, you can't say no.
What do you mean?
Like, I gotta break your
they're
legs.
like a cult, I'm pretty sure. And if you don't do what they tell you to, then they're probably gonna like tie you to a stick and whip you. I don't know, something like that.
Or dip you in the
Wait.
lake.
Tie me to a stick or dip me in the lake.
No, both. They tie you to a stick, and then they stretch you out into the lake, dip you, make you talk.
Wow, it sounds like you set yourself up for self-sabotage.
I think you guys are just overreacting. I think all of these groups are like that, where it's like, yeah, you sign a contract and you're expected to like do their thing for the typical
Okay,
period of time.
Here's my take on this. Me and Ephraim, we signed a contract. Ember, I'm pretty sure you sold your soul.
Do I still have the paper? I don't know. Like
Peach is just worried. She's seen these guys in the paper.
We're just worried about you, Ember. I mean, what if you go on a mission and you don't come back?
I won't fail a mission.
Or what if you do a mission and you regret it because you killed a nice old lady who wasn't a war criminal?
Listen, okay, I'm not gonna go around just like killing anybody. Like they made it perfectly clear that I'm just gonna be doing cool.
But what if it's your mark?
Like I don't know. Mark's a nice guy, so I mean, like it's probably fine. I'll just I don't know, work it out as we go. Like I'm just saying, guys,
Well,
let's just go and have lunch.
is there a way you can get out if you need to? Like, or is this forever? Or is there how long is the contract for?
Okay, I'll read the contract at that point.
But the contract itself says it's like it gives you a little bit of apprenticeship under Mr. Fielders, but it doesn't really tell you what that entails. What it does entail is about 2 weeks worth of servitude in the kitchens of Red Larch Summer Camp.
Oh, no, you got kitchen
Yeah, it looks
duty.
more like a job contract than anything.
What? I thought I'm gonna go over to the Zentarum guy and be like, "Hey, I just read into this contract.
Hey,
I
big man.
I thought I was gonna be doing cool missions or something. This summer camp paper says I'm gonna be doing kitchen duty. Where's the fun in that?"
We can't start you with the hardest missions. We have to test your metal. We can't send the new guy on the.
This literally
Top
says the
secret.
entire summer camp. I'm just gonna be doing kitchen duty. What? Everyone else is gonna be doing like summer camp stuff.
But we're gonna be doing it too, right, guys? And they all nod. And they're like, look, there's a lot of fun in being a Zentarum agent. Trust me. But right now we're kind of focusing on the community. All these groups are coming in together to host the summer camp this year. So we are doing our part and coming through for the community.
Strengthening your public image, I see.
Yeah, and public image is really important these days.
Well, I mean, can't we get somebody else to do the dishes? Like, don't they hire people for camp to do dishes? Why are you guys?
We just did.
Like,
what do you think we just did?
are you guys just contractors for like menial tasks?
No, we're bona fide Zentarum agents.
I'm not seeing anything that looks bona fide agent to me.
I mean, technically, that's a bona fide contract, so they kind of got you there.
Well, I mean, what if my parents don't sign the paper?
That's just for the camp.
Everyone kind of looks at you, like stares daggers at you, and you feel ominously threatened. He says, well, you could do that if you don't want to do it. Just don't let your parents sign it. Legally, we can't do anything. But the worst things you can be is, he call it. He looks at the other guys. Traitor. No, not like that. Someone who does takesy backsies. Yeah, kid, don't be that guy.
Ember, you can't do takesy backsies.
You guys are the ones that are telling me to get out of.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh no, you want to get out of kitchen duty. I just thought they were sketchy.
Yeah, if you want to join this faction, you sometimes you have to start small to work your way up to the top.
Exactly. Listen to
Yeah,
your friends.
I'm probably gonna be out like I don't know, picking up dog poop in a park or something.
And I'm
We
gonna
all
be
have to start somewhere.
And I'm gonna be arresting criminals on the street of Waterdeep and protecting citizens from Night Stalkers.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we cut to the summer camp. That's what Ephraim is doing, and then like Peach is like riding horses, like the fucking panoramic scenes from Lord of the Rings, where it's just like beautiful landscape.
Yeah, and you're watching all that from the kitchen window, washing dishes.
I don't want to be I don't want to be a takesies backsies.
Yeah, don't do that, especially against the Zentarum.
Do I get a lunch break? How
Yeah, of
long?
course.
Do I get 2 15-minute breaks as well?
If you want to work the double shift.
I'd rather not work a double shift. 4-hour shift.
But if
Yeah,
you
like-
work a double shift, you'll show them integrity and that you're willing to work hard for the team.
What if I just get it all done in the first shift?
Well, then we can all
Well,
go
dishes
home.
never stop being dirty.
All right. I'll do this.
Think
fucking
about it, kid.
dish one. And,
What does honor mean to you?
Hmm.
The honor of your signature, your word.
All right, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it, but then I want to be put on the coolest, most badass adventure I've ever been on.
Oh, we can guarantee that.
All right, let's go have lunch, guys.
Okay, so zoom out far from school, zoom back in towards
in. Zoom out.
like the edge of town, and you'll get a shot of like Lemon Lime running out of town.
Oh God, she's just going. She's gone.
I always knew she had those fast legs. I told her she should have joined the track team.
And then zoom even further out, you get Ember, I guess at this parrot's shop as they work.
Hey Dad, hey Mom. So it was a job fair at school today.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It went good. My friends and I, we all found our groups. And I need you to like sign this paper for summer camp.
They look at each other.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let me see these papers. And he stops hammering.
I'm starting to get the idea that the Zentarum is like a name that is a little taboo.
We haven't said Zentarum yet.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just thinking of like if I change the word slightly to say like instead of Zentarum, like I'm gonna change the H to look like an A, so it looks like it says Zantarum. And I'll be like, yeah, here you go. Here's the paperwork from the Zantarum, not to be confused with the Zentarum. Oh God, I have a -1 to deception.
Okay, you see the rage in your father's halfling eyes.
Oh God.
Oh no.
And he hammers again. He has to
He
get
hammers the paper.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. He just has to strike something.
Dad, what the fuck?
You join the Zentarum? Oh, sorry.
You join the Zentarum?
I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, yeah, like they were there and they saw that I had potential. And
Those guys are scumbags.
What do you mean? What did they ever do wrong?
Everything. They're
one
swindlers,
thing.
liars.
Well, I think back to how they swindled me into kitchen duty. But I mean, like, fucking, like,
All the groups there, the Lord's Alliance. You didn't join them?
No, because fuck it.
That would have been an excellent source of income.
Is that all you fucking care about? Just the money of it? You don't like I want the adventure. I want the experiences. I want to like explore the world and like see everything.
He's fuming, and your mother like jumps down from whatever she was doing. He says, "Oh boy, you better stay back from the forge. Go take a walk." He's just so angry. And she says, "Put down the hammer." As he walks away with it, and she takes it from him. Oh boy, you really riled him up.
He says the Zentarum are swindlers and bad guys, but they didn't seem that way to me.
Oh, she's looking at the paperwork. Well, they're definitely bad people.
What do you mean? Like, they just wanted me to do kitchen duty. They said they're coming together as like a community. I think they're just trying to work on their public image, but it like not just like work on it like in a skin deep kind of way.
Well, they're always saying one thing and doing another. Let's just hope it ends at that.
I mean, if anything, like it's just 2 weeks. Like I'm just gonna figure out how I feel about them. Like it's fine. Like,
well, according to this, it doesn't look that bad. Would be nice to get you into that camp this year. I know you've been wanting to go for 3 years.
Yeah. Wait, just to clarify, this is like the first like year of summer camp that like we've been able to do, or have there been like other summer?
There have been other summer camps, but you've not been able to go despite wanting to go.
Yeah.
And she's looking at this line where it's like admission included.
Actually, Ember wouldn't say anything, but he is like, it would be nice to have a summer. I want to go to camp, and I want to just, I just don't get to usually hang out with my friends in the summer.
Well, don't do anything else for the Zentarum. Just do your cook duties.
Okay.
Don't let them ask you to do anything.
All right, I won't.
Those guys just rile him up every time.
Kind of like the same way that he always gets riled up whenever we talk about Uncle. What's another fire name?
We don't talk about Uncle
Uncle Furnace.
Just don't you say that name. Under my
I just don't get why nobody liked Uncle Furnace. The few times I hung out with him, he seemed like really suave and cool.
Hang out with the Zentarum and find out why.
Oh, well, cool.
But don't do that.
Yeah, it sounds like that'd be cool. All right, Mom. Thank you.
She throws down her things and signs your form and goes chasing after your father.
I look at the paper where he hit it with a hammer, and I see his.
Yeah, it looks like his mark.
It's his signed hammer.
It's exactly what it is. All right, zoom out, and we'll go to the. I don't know, where would Peach go to get her parents' signatures?
Well, her mother is a stay-at-home mom, and her father would either be checking up the perfume shop or in his office in the mansion. Well, I'll skip through the door with my sheet of paper. Mr. Ivy, guess what? I joined the Emerald Enclave.
Well, quite remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Emerald Enclave, those are some rather, the word stalwart? Is that what I'm looking for?
Respectable.
Respectable, that's plain and easy.
It's me, the maid. They're respectable, theirs.
Oh yes, they've helped us out many a time.
I thought so too. I wanted to join a group that helped people, and they seem quite, what's the word? We'll just go with helpful. And we say it at the same time, and we snap our fingers at each other.
Instincts are as I can't think of words. It's that all that DM juice I've been drinking.
Impeccable.
Impeccable.
Thank you, Mr. Ivy. Do you perhaps know where father is? I don't want to bother mother. She looks to be painting.
Your father's in the study. Shall I take him away from his works?
I'll just go to his office. Thank you, Mr. Ivy. I knock on the door, kind of like Anna knocks on Elsa's door, like the little...
I've never seen it, but he knows your secret knock. Come in.
I'll burst in, waving the paper, and I'll go, Father, Father, I've joined the Emerald Enclave.
Ah, that's respectable. That's astounding. What did they take you on as?
I don't What did they take me on as? I look
You
at the
look
paper.
papers. You are a apprentice at will.
I'm an apprentice at will, and I'll be learning how to help the people.
Uh,
You've always taught me about noblesse oblige, Father, and I feel like this is the best course for me to help the poor and the needy.
Clearly, show on our business deals. A lot of work for Enclave. Tycoon instincts, always working.
Yes, I can't wait to go on grand adventures and make new connections. But first, us and the other students must go to summer camp, and I will present the paper to him with a flourish.
Oh yes, is that happening this time already? The school year already over?
Yeah.
Indeed it is, Father.
It goes by so fast. He says, well, that's the way it must be. Camp, you shall go. He gives the big flourishy signature. He puts on all of his "make me proud" and he hands it back.
Of course, Father. I aim to spread the generous nature of the Blossom name. I will go out and help the people. And I snatch the paper back and hug it to my chest and immediately run to my room to begin fantasizing what grand adventures I'll go on. And I'll take out my journal and write my first entry. Day one.
Yeah, dear diary. Today,
Dear
peach
diary.
1, lemon lime 0.
Get fucked.
And I'll draw like a really like shitty version of her in the corner looking angry. And I'll use my special green pen. And I bought specific green ink just for my lemon lime doodles.
The obsession.
I just hate her so much.
I hate her so much that I draw her when she suffers.
So then we zoom out from the diary, out the window, back to Ephraim's house, where it all started.
So after he drops off his friends, he jauntily skips home because he's very excited. And I already picked out the gif. I'm pretty sure he walks in the house. He's like running to the house. He's like, "Ma, Pa, I joined the Lord's Alliance."
Everything goes silent. Your dog goes silent. And they all stare at you, and your dad puts down his paper. The Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, they recruited me. They said I was the top student, and they were really looking forward to me joining. And look, they gave me this cool paper for you to sign.
I guess you present the sealed envelope that they had.
I do. I do it like Link when he opens a chest.
Okay, your family gathers around the table, dumbfounded. The dog's like, "Brr." Well, that's amazing. They offered you a position on the Lord's Alliance. Like looks over the seal and it's like, oh, that's it. And he looks to his wife and slowly like opens it and views the document. Wow, my son's gonna be in the Lord's Alliance.
How exciting, right? I just want to make you guys so proud. I can't believe they let me in.
He jumps up with excitement and he like picks you up and hugs you.
And then we have like a big family dinner to celebrate that I'm in the Lord's Alliance. And
we
then,
got the good rice.
I'm having a great night, and then I look out the window and I go, man, I hope Lemon Lime's doing all right. And then we zoom back out again.
More interested in lemon lime.
Well, I just like it in the middle of me celebrating. I'm like, oh man, she had a bad day, and everyone else had a good day. I hope her day turns around.
Okay, zoom out. It's almost like nightfall by now, and we'll hear some like footfalls, I guess like running, then they slowly come to a stop. Kind of dark shadows are looming, and we see this tall tower. There are large birds flying around it. The lemon lime come up to the foot of the tower, and a figure holding it open with a light shining behind them. Then zoom back up.
I wonder what's going on with Lemon Lime.
Yeah, you guys notice for the next few days, Lemon Lime is gone.